In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get started with your class in Canvas. So I'm at the MECA Canvas login page, and so there's two ways that you can log into Canvas. You can log in with a MECA.edu email account if you have one of those. If you don't, you can log in with a Canvas account down here. So many of you are going to be logging in with a MECA Canvas account. I'm going to log in with the meca.edu email because that's the email that I have registered with Canvas. So you click the option, and then for me, it's bringing up the account. Your process might be a bit different, but it'll walk you through it. Okay, so then it brings me right to the dashboard. So the dashboard is the area where all of the classes that you've signed up for are going to show up. So you can see, like, this is the Learning the Basics of Audio Recording class. So you're going to look for the name of the class that you're signed up in. It might be, yours is probably going to look a lot less complicated than mine. I have a lot of classes in here. But if you've only signed up for one course with us, you're just going to see one of those little blocks. So you won't have to worry about like searching and finding it. But some of you have signed up for multiple classes with us. So you're going to just need to look at the name right here and make sure that you're clicking on the right class when you're going in to do the work for that class. So we've set up this sample class. So I'm going to click there. Entering the class is just as easy as clicking right on the name. So I'm going to click on the name, and then that brings me to the home page of the class. So the home page will have a photo that corresponds with your class, and then also contact information for reaching continuing studies, reaching your instructor. It'll have the description of the class, and then it will also have your Zoom links for entering your Zoom meetings. And then, so we've set up the homepage also with these links to get you started and to bring you to your class sections to make things easier to navigate. And just an overview of Canvas. On the left-hand side right here, all of your links to different things will show up. Don't be overwhelmed. There's a lot of things here that you won't actually need to access in your courses depending on the way that your instructor has set things up. And I'm actually going to go over here into student view to show you all what yours will truly look like. I am in instructor view right now, so let me switch that over. So this is how the homepage will look to you. There's a lot less things over here on the left-hand side. So don't worry too much about that because we have it all set up so that it's a lot easier for you to navigate. So I'm going to click here to get started. So anything that's orange in Canvas is a button you can press that will lead you to another page. So I'm going to click there on the Get Started. So that brings you to the course syllabus. And the syllabus is where all of the information and the dates and assignments for your course will be. So this is just a placeholder because this is not an actual class. I'm just showing you how to move through things. But this is where you would find the syllabus for your class. We've also linked it to the class sections, so you can get to those from here, or you can get to those from the home page. There was that other class sections part there, so I'm going to click there to get to the class sections, and you can see this is some assignments that are ready. These are some assignments that are in the class. So if your class has been set up with class sections, which it most likely will be, you can click here and see these different classes. So I'm going to click here for day 1, introduce yourself to the class. And so sometimes it'll pop up with this other link just to let you know that it was opened in a new browser window, so you can click that again right there. and then it'll bring you to where you should be. So this is what the discussions page looks like. So if your class is using discussions, it will show up with the discussion right up here at the top. It can be a bit confusing to look at because there are all of these other places here, but don't worry about that. You just want to go to the one right here and you can click it and it will bring you to that discussion. All right, so this is the prompt that we made up just to show you. So we wanted it to be discussion 1, introduce yourself. So Nick down here has introduced herself. And so this is a really great way to interact with the other people in your class. Your teacher might give you a prompt where you can respond. So if I wanted to reply to this right here, I just hit reply. And you can enter in something like that, and then you just come right over here to post reply. And then your reply is right in there. Okay, so then to get back to that space, I'm going to go to the home page again. The home page is always like your home base, so you can hit that, and then if you get lost, you know that the links are right here to bring you to the places where you need to be. So then the other thing we have in here is a video. So your teachers might have discussions, they might have videos for you to watch, there might be links to outside websites for you to go and read an article on. There's all sorts of things that might show up here in your class sections, or they might be linked in your syllabus, but anything that is orange is something you can click onto, like I said earlier. So I'm going to click here, and it's going to bring me to YouTube, and there is a video in here that I could watch for my class. So that is right in there. And then it might get confusing because things are opening in new tabs. Let me see if I can bring this up there so that you can see it. Okay, so it might get confusing because things are opening in new tabs, but you can always just click back to the different tabs to get backwards as well. So now I'm back at my home page. Another thing that is really good about Canvas is that there's this inbox feature. Oh, let me leave student view so you can see that. So there's this inbox feature. So in the inbox, it's just like an email, but it's built inside of Canvas. So you can talk to the other students who are in your class, you can talk to your teachers. Some of your classes, some of your teachers might want you to be using this inbox, others might just want you to use your regular email. It totally depends on the class. I'm going to go back to my dashboard and hit the sample class again to bring you back there. So that is pretty much the basics of what you need to know right now. Don't be afraid to click around on these buttons over here to try to navigate things for yourself if you want. For example, I can get to the discussion page from right here. So there's many different buttons in many places where you can access the same things. We tried to make things easy for you by leaving these here, so you can always come back here and use those. I hope this was helpful, and as always, you can contact Continuing Studies or your instructor with any questions that you have. The contact information for Continuing Studies will be right in the home page, as well as your instructor's contact information. We hope that you enjoy your class. We're so excited to have you learning with us.